Oh, hey. It's me. It's Tom, guys.
Hey, it's me too.
Oh.
It's Danielle.
Nice to see you. Would you care to do another anime radar?
Oh, I would love to.
Okay.
Telling our beautiful listeners what they should and need to be watching is always my top priority.
Looking great today, guys. So, this one, 2 great shows. I adore them both.
Oldies and goodies.
And that's just it. So, these 2 are also bound by actually having the same creator, which that's why they're both going to be in the same radar episode. We have One Punch Man and Mob Psycho 100. Now, a little bit of a goofy style, but both very serious shows at some points. But a little background. The creator of both of these, his pseudonym is One. That's literally it. And, yeah, he just saw success because he started One Punch Man, I believe, 2009 as a webcomic, which then got enough steam to eventually be remade and turned into an actual manga in, I don't know, it's 2012? Yeah, 2012. So, awesome. And then he also, in 2012, began Mob Psycho 100 as a manga. So, the guy's working overtime, and he's a young lad, so super proud of him. Because, well, it makes me feel terrible. I got 3 more years to catch up to him. Oh, boy. That's not too long. So, I guess we can start with the one that we started with. And, frankly, it's one that the comedian that a lot of people like, and I adore, Bill Burr, has even spoke on, which is pretty darn rare. So, we'll start with One Punch Man, yeah?
Yeah.
We meet our character, Saitama, who has, at some point, chosen the hero life and decided to train. Now, we'll figure out in the show how he trained it, and it's pretty funny because both of these shows are actually pretty comical. They can get serious, but they're along the comedy lines. Saitama here, the big dilemma of the show and the big problem, because we're not going to, as we do in these Raiders, and as I say 1,000 times, I'm not going to go too into it. I want you guys to have some intrigue to go watch it. But he has a little bit of a problem as a hero. He's too good. So that's a pretty big problem. In the way of, not for society, I think that's great. But unfortunately, he's a little down in the dumps because he can't find a proper fight.
And just as the name of the show implies, which we love when that happens, when it comes full circle with the title.
That's right.
One punch is all he needs to defeat whoever he's up against, which is why he's so depressed throughout the whole show. He just wants a good fight. And it's comical, as you said, the show, because he's so sad he's so good. But it's so good to see him so good.
Exactly.
I mean, there's too many shows that you watch, and you gotta watch them level up episode after episode. And, oh, I didn't defeat the enemy this time, but dang nabbit, I'm gonna get him. No. You just get the wins, you get the victories, and move on.
1 minute in, he's already the best. And you'd think that'd get boring, but no, the writing is incredible for the show. Available on Netflix, this one, but did I mention that?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, available on Netflix. This is a great intro anime.
It is.
It's got its weird bits. There's maybe a lobster man and a couple other crazy stuff. But it's fun. You're at least gonna, if you're not enjoying the story, which, come on, you're going to. The visuals is what sold this show immediately. You feel the heft of his punch. It's insane. Very well done. We've heard now, and this is something we cannot speak on, there is currently 2 seasons. We have not watched the second due to what we've heard. Yes, we're not sheep, we're not cattle. We'll eventually do it, but unfortunately a lot of that hype is left because we've heard of a couple issues with season 2. But season 1 is an incredible show. Only 12 episodes?
Yep.
That seems to happen a lot around here. We do like those shows, though.
Yeah, they're
bite-sized nuggets.
Easy to get through. We know if we're going to recommend them to maybe a newbie or even an oldie. It's something that you can easily add to your queue because it's not another 24 or,
Yeah, exactly.
God forbid, a 200 episode show where it's going to take, or over 1,000, like One Piece.
Yeah.
We're giving you bite-sized stuff.
I'm telling you, every time we mention One Piece, I get this drive.
We're gonna get there. We just need to catch up on a lot of shows.
That'll be an adventure. This will eventually be a One Piece podcast because that's all we're gonna have to watch to get through it. So that's the main premise of the plot. We've got some side characters that come in. Genos, who's a 19-year-old cyborg. Anytime we can throw a cyborg in, I'm in. But it's just very cute, their relationship, because while Saitama doesn't see himself as, I don't know, he's so humble.
So Genos ends up, cute story, he ends up coming in and wanting to have Saitama train him. And he's like, no, I don't want to train you. I don't want any, pupils. And he just keeps following him around.
Like a little puppy.
It's cute.
It's
and
great.
one of the best fight scenes is him, saying to Saitama, I want to fight you all out. Don't hold back. And that is one of the sickest episodes.
Yep, choreography was awesome. Even though it was an intense fight, there was also humor on lock. I just genuinely love it. The tone of the show is perfect for me personally.
Yeah.
So, I think I did most of the talking on that one. Would you like to drive the car for Mob Psycho?
Oh, I'll try. It'll be more so Jesus take the wheel when it comes to me and getting words out. But our next show that we love was in my episodes that have made me cry. If you haven't listened to that, go back and watch it, because you might find some sweet little shows that you can watch, maybe get emotional over. This was one of them.
That's right.
So Mob Psycho 100, we have Mob. He is an Esper. So he got his powers at a young age, and he's now trying to control them.
And he didn't just get powers. He's just, he's almost like Frieza in Dragon Ball Z. He was born, and he's just like the best. He has an EA training, but he's such
he's very meek.
Yeah, he's such a little dork.
Yeah. Oh, he's cute. He is a dork. He's got a cute little bowl haircut.
Yeah. Oh, the art style in both of these, I love. It's so good, because when a serious fight happens in both, the art gets this edge to it, and it's intense.
Oh, well.
But then when it's chilling, it's just this.
Well, the cool thing about Mob is, so he's repressing his powers, and you'll see as the episodes and the show kind of progresses, things happen in his life where you see his percentage increase to where he's going to basically explode with his powers. So when he goes 100, he has the sickest look. He goes black, and his eyes are white, and
he just turns into a human black hole.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Awesome.
But spoiler alert, he will hit 100%. But no, it's just, you're following this kid who isn't really sure of himself. He doesn't know what he wants to do, and he's got these powers, but he's also kind of has this internal look towards his own powers as that's cheating. I need to do things real. I need to do, I need to do it myself. So he ends up actually finding a mentor who is actually a fraud of his psychic. So
yeah, Regan, he's I think Mob may have found out in an ad, or so he works part-time for Regan after school, and he supposedly is an exorcist.
Yeah,
and
he'll get rid of ghosts.
Yeah, so he claims to have these powers, and Mob, being the cute little susceptible middle schooler that he is, he believes him that his sensei has all these powers, and he's learning. Yeah, at least initially. And it's a cute little relationship. So Regan knows 100% that Mob is the real deal, and kind of uses him a little bit for money, but it's a cute.
By actually doing the jobs.
Yeah.
So basically, he'll go to the job site. You'll see this, I think it happens in episode 1. The dude will go to the job sites, and then be like, oh, okay, this is what's going on. Sneak on his cell phone. Oh, hey, Mob. Yeah, I need you to get over here ASAP. But it's very telling of Mob, and he is such the perfect little main character for this show, because it's another thing where the creator of this, it's great. He's created a character that, one, is the best kind of knows it to the point where he's depressed about it. And then we have another character who is the best, but he's so humble that it's almost at a fault. But it's his age. He's a young kid in school. He's unsure about himself. And yeah, he bottles up all his emotions. Me being a boy, that's pretty much what you did when you were younger. And so this is that coming to be in a story where what happens when he gets 100, and things may happen. But such charming little things, as I had mentioned, that he wants to do it all himself and that the psychic powers are cheating. He decides to join a club, and he goes with the fitness club, and he just runs with all these muscle-bound guys. It is so cute. This show is awesome.
Yeah, and that is so cute. Yeah, when he joins the workout after school thing, and they're just all meatheads and just showing him the ropes. Like, you'll see they'll go on their runs, and he's like falling behind, and they'll like come and encourage him, and they pop up in different parts of the show, and it's really sweet.
Oh, such a charming cast. You don't really know them, but they're there for Mob no matter what. It's so good. So you're going to get your laughs. You're going to get your cries for sure in Mob Psycho. There's not any too much emotional stuff with One Punch Man. But Mob, there's some stuff that is
and it was mostly season 2. Season 2 is where I cried.
That's what I was going to say. We had heard, about season 2 of One Punch Man. That was kind of disappointing. And then finally we're like, well, there is a season 2 of Mob Psycho. So that's another 13 episodes on top of the original 12. So the entire show, both seasons, you're only looking at 25 episodes. It's doable. We're going to keep saying that. Yeah. This is accessible. Please just watch.
Which, side note, I know I said if you haven't listened to our episode where I talk about the times I've cried, they're spoilers. So if you haven't seen Mob Psycho, maybe don't watch that yet because you'll get a spoiler.
Absolutely. You might not remember it, but just for safekeeping, just watch this. Season 2 for this, this might be one of my, favorite second seasons, because
it was really
good. It took everything that was great about the first, intensified it, put even more emotion into it, and wow. That's all I'm going to say. Both of these shows, I don't know if I could, I get it. Some people could maybe not like these, but I don't know. These two are pretty convincing.
Yeah, these are both of these, but more so Mob is one of my top tier. And an excellent second season and just an excellent show overall.
Absolutely.
It's just got a good message and good feels. And
it's not that we're going to turn these always into a comparison match or anything. But, being the radar, these are what should be on your radar, especially if you're new to anime. If you've been watching anime, I highly doubt you haven't watched these. Maybe you haven't watched Mob, but I think everyone's seen One Punch Man if you're into anime. But that aside, if I were to recommend right now on the spot between these two shows, which we recommend both, I'm going to say watch. Oh, it's tough. One Punch Man's a good first watch to get the tone.
I'm gonna go with Mob Psycho because it has a solid season 1 and a solid season 2.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot more
season
longevity
2.
Out of season 2. So let's recommend Mob first. And then if you're like, I'm not really into the psychic thing, I want to see someone annihilate stuff in one punch. Well, we've got a show called One Punch Man that might fill those needs. So that's it.
Yeah. Nice way to wrap it up.
I adore both these shows. I'm sitting here literally just, I kind of actually want to watch them again, but we can't. We're starting Fire Force, which... Again, this is our third time with episode 1. And I gotta say, Fire Force will eventually be on the radar. It was in our Best Girl episode, and I definitely, because I had the category of new arrival, I played the chips right, because it's this episode shows me I really, really do like the character I picked in our Best Girls episode, which is available now, so go listen to that as well. So wow, we've plugged 2 other episodes in this one episode. We're getting good. With that said, that's it. I'm donezo. Are you donezo?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to go back and watch Fire Force.
Absolutely. So, with that said, Danielle, please, for me, would you say goodbye to them?
Bye, guys.